At the beginning of the film, Jenny walks in the corridor like a lioness among sheep. The students move aside. As she passes, some applaud, others laugh, others whisper she doesn't care. She knows she did what he did had to. She has always defended the oppressed, those who cannot fight. She has always used her points to give a Leon to the brute. She has always followed in the footsteps of her father, is a karate master who runs a judo dojo. He learned to Jenny everything he knows about martial arts since she was a little girl. He is proud of her skills, but worried about her temperament. He knows she can't keep getting in trouble. Brack knows he has to find her a new school. He meets the teacher, who agrees to take Jenny, but only after a week of exams. She warns Jenny not to cause trouble because they have just suspended a bully for violence. Brack tries to explain that Jenny is not a bully, but a defender of justice. He tries to tell her that Jenny has a good heart, but the short fuse Jenny rolls her eyes at her father. She thinks he is making excuses for her. She thinks he doesn't understand her. He leaves the school and sees a scene of chaos. A group of students beat up a boy named Alex, who refused to let them copy. During his test, Jenny takes out her phone and films the brutality. She wants to show the video to the principal to have them punished, but one of the girls sees her and snatches her phone. She threatens to smash it if Jenny doesn't give up. Jenny feels a surge of anger. She forgets the rules and the consequences. She dodges the girl's blow and retaliates. With a point punch, she kicks another in the stomach and elbows a third in the face. She moves like a whirlwind, leaving behind a trail of pain and fear. He can't believe it. He has never seen anyone so brave and powerful. A week later, Jenny enters the classroom feeling the gazes of 16 defeated enemies at her back. They shy away from her shameful gaze, from their bruises and their wounded pride. They know that they must no longer seek trouble with her. But Alex, the boy she saved from their clutches, is eager to talk to her. He smiles at her and tries to start a conversation, but Jenny rebuffs him. She doesn't need friends, especially not weak ones. She tells him to leave her alone. If he is grateful for what she did, Alex is hurt, but he doesn't give up. After school, he goes at Samus restaurant where she works hard to reach the standing room. Their customers are often rude and drunk and don't pay for their meal. One of them pushes Alex's mother to the ground and slaps Alex. When he intervenes, they didn't no choice but to watch him leave, laughing. Alex's father died a few years ago, leaving them vulnerable and helpless. He has been suffering from this type of abuse since the next day at school. Jenny meets Shannon, the queen of the final years. She demands Jenny's phone, where she has the video of Shannon's friends brutalizing Alex. She wants to erase the evidence of their cruelty. Jenny refuses, and Shannon tries to hit her, but Jenny is faster and stronger. She grabs Shannon's hand and throws her to the ground, ridiculing her in front of everyone. Jenny walks away, leaving Shannon fuming. Later in the day, Alex approaches a new genie and begs her to teach him how to fight. He tells her that he wants to protect his mother from the thugs who harass. Jenny is reluctant at first, but she sees something in his eyes that made her change her mind. She takes him to her father's judo class, where he signs up as a new student. Brack, Jenny's father, gives money to Jenny for bringing him a new client. He welcomes Alex and tells him to come back the next day for his first lesson. Meanwhile, Ron, the student council president, meets with the principal. The principal congratulates Ron for being a good leader and a role model for the students, but he doesn't know the truth about Ron. He is the mastermind behind all the school bullies. He supports them and covers for them when they get into trouble. He soon plans to join a local gang and make a career for himself, name in the business. His best friend and Harry, who has been with him since childhood. They used to fight together to survive, but Ron changed over time. He likes BL and stealing people just for fun, which is not. Harry doesn't like their friendship deteriorates because of their different vision of violence. One day, Shannon bursts into Ron's office like a storm. She has a score to settle with Jenny, the girl who dared to stand up to him. She wants Ron and Harry, the two most influential seniors in the school, make Jenny pay for her insolence. Ron and Harry are caught in a love triangle with Shannon, who only has God for Harry while Ron secretly desires her. They agree to take care of Jenny, hoping to win Shannon's favor. Meanwhile, Alex is old enough in the judo class he signed up to impress Jenny. He is not prepared for the grueling training that awaits. He has to do push-ups, jumping at the rope, stretching until his muscles scream in pain. Jenny is his only friend and motivation, pushing him to do better and making fun of his aches. Alex can barely walk to school next day, feeling like he had been run over by a truck. Jenny laughs at him, telling him that it will only get worse with time. During recess, Jenny is summoned to Ron's office by two of his buffoons. She enters with confidence, Not being intimidated by the power of Ron and Harry, she sees them sitting on a sofa looking smug and superior. He asks her why she pushed Shannon, and she tells them the truth. She was defending herself and Alex against Shannon and her gang. Ron is furious at her defiance, but Harry intervenes and asks her to apologize. She complies with sarcasm and leaves, clearly showing that she doesn't mean it. Harry's interest is piqued by her courage and attitude. Ron is annoyed by Harry's interference and tries to confront him, but Harry dismisses him. Ron is the student council president, but Harry is more respected and admired by everyone. To Ron's grand dame. Later, we see Alex and Jenny again in the judo class. Alex wonders why Jenny has no friends even though she's smart, beautiful and strong. Jenny says letting people into her life will only give them the power to hurt her and leave her. Alex says the memories will stay even if the people leave. Jenny is touched by his words, but doesn't show it in the evening. Ron, Shannon, Harry and their group go to a restaurant to welcome Chris, the guy who was excluded for bullying. They drink, smoke, and have fun except Harry, who doesn't like it. They're violent and reckless. Comp at the party. Ron is clearly jealous that Shannon prefers Harry over him. When they are alone, he reveals to Harry that he is joining a gang. He has already met the leader, but has to pay to get in. Harry calmly tells him that it is a bad idea, but when Ron doesn't listen, he gets into a fight. The next day at school, a gangster named T comes to meet Ron. Ron is the king of the jungle, but he wants to join the Leon pack, led by T, the fiercest beast from the country. He has his eyes on Harry, a lone wolf with a cunning mind. He offers Harry a place among his gang, but Harry growls and leaves. Ron feels the heat of jealousy and rage in his chest. He is looking for prey to vent his anger. He spots Alex, a shy sir who tries to avoid problems. Ron orders Chris to drag Alex to his lair. Harry sees this and intervenes. He tells Alex to run and challenges Chris to single combat. Chris attacks Harry, but Harry fights back. Just then Jenny comes and tells Alex to follow her. Chris tries to stop her, but she slaughters him without any effort. Harry is amazed by her speed and strength. He feels a spark of attraction for her. He asks Alex to take him where Jenny is training with BRCK. Harry wants to learn from BRCK and improve his skills on the first day. Jenny asks him why he joined when he was a former bully. Harry says he left his gang and once learned to protect yourself. The next day Shannon meets Jenny on the way. She reprimands Jenny for not greeting her properly despite being his senior. Harry intervenes and tells Jenny to continue. Shannon confronts him and asks him why he's avoiding her these lately. She confesses her love for him and complains that he doesn't answer her calls. Harry tells her that they are just friends. That evening Jenny and Harry are alone. When she questions him about his true motivations, he says he did boxing in college and wants to continue his training. Jenny doubts his sincerity and challenges him to a boxing match. Harry tries to impress her with his techniques, but he can't touch her. She beats him easily and tells him that force without justice is only violence. In the next scene, Ron receives a call from TH who urges him to pay the entrance fees as soon as possible. Ron and his gang begin to harass and rob the students to collect money. Alex that they hurt one of his friends and tries to stop them, but he is not yet strong enough to face them, so he beats him up. He goes and tells their judo teacher everything. Scene shows Alex and Harry training hard under the direction of Brack. He develops a sign rivalry, which pushes them to give the best of themselves. One day BRC leaves for another city for work. Leaving the young people alone, they go to the cinema, then to the arcade, and have a lot of fun afterwards. Harry takes his new friends to the oasis of his life, the restaurant, where Alex's mother welcomes them with a warm smile and a hearty meal. She is in heaven seeing his son finally come out of his shell. On the way home, Harry and Jenny stop at a store to buy snacks. While talking, Harry opens up about his dark past, how he was trapped in a cycle of violence and abuse by his boxing coach, how he escaped after 2 years of suffering, how he turned bad and lost confidence in himself. Jenny listens with compassion and empathy, seeing his goodness and offering him support. The next day Harry confronts Ron, his former friend, who sold his soul to the gang leader. Ron brags about having paid his way and joined the ranks of the thugs who control the school. Harry begs him to reconsider, but Ron laughs at him and starts a fight. He lands a few blows in the face Harry and threatens to hurt Jenny. Knowing that Harry has feelings for her, he then enlists Shannon to help him kidnap Jenny. He promises to help her win Harry's heart. In exchange, Shannon texts Jenny to meet her at the office from the student council, where she made poison tea for her. She apologizes for her past actions and pretends to be friendly, but just as Jenny is about to drink the tea, Shannon changes her mind and drops the cup. She realizes she can't betray Harry like that. Ron bursts in and slaps Shannon, For failing he then grabs Jenny and ties her to a chair. He calls out and tells her to come to school if he wants to save her. Meanwhile, Alex overhears some bullies talking about Ron's plan. He runs to warn Harry and tells him what he heard. He rushes to the school and enters the auditorium, where they are ambushed by Chris and Spear. The bullies attack them with points and bats, but Harry and Alex are ready. They have learned self-defense techniques from their judo teacher. They fight with courage and skill. They attack the bullies one after the other. They are injured and bruised, but they do not give in. They reach the student council office, where he sees Ron holding Jenny hostage. He orders them to stay away, otherwise he will kill her. He then forces Harry to kneel in front of him, and Rod hits without pity. Alex tries to intervene, but Ron also neutralizes him. He laughs madly thinking he has won, but he does not notice that Jenny has freed herself from her bonds. She gets up and challenges him with a fierce look. She is not afraid of him. She is a fighter, a survivor, a warrior. She unleashes a flurry of strikes on him using her speed and agility to dodge his clumsy blows. She knocks him out easily, leaving him groaning on the ground. In the final scene, we see the course of Brak Judo, full of women learning self-defense. Alex and Jenny are waiting for their turn on the tatami, holding hands, smiling. Harry is at reception registering a new student, who looks nervous and shy. He gives him a friendly wave head and tells him that he is in good hands. Did you support Jenny, the virtuous heroine, who stands up to the brute, or did you empathize with Harry, the former thug, who is trying to change his life? Tell us your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. Thank you for your attention, and see you soon.